Dragon smoke. As a child, I was always curious about manhole covers, or rather, what was beneath them. What lurked under the streets. You never saw anyone come out of them, or anything for that matter. Only dragon smoke. And that was usually only in the winter. I don't recall any dragons living under the streets in the summer. I don't know where they went then. Maybe farther north, maybe Alaska, maybe the Yukon. Probably not the North Pole. I don't think there's many manhole covers at the North Pole and only a few in the Yukon. Dragons like manhole covers. They need some place to lurk. And with the world being civilized and all, it's tough for a dragon to find a large enough cave these days. Dragons don't like being pestered by people. The only dragon I heard of that liked people was Puff. He was a magic dragon in a song. It was popular when I was a kid. Back then, my dad used to play the song on guitar and sing it around the campfire during the summer. But that was just a dragon in a song, and he only liked one kid anyway. Nice song, though. We had a manhole cover out in front of the house I grew up in. No dragons lived under it. There was never any dragon smoke, not even in the winter. I used to peek in one of the holes while allowing the second hole to let in some light. But that little bit of light didn't do much good. I wised up and got some matches. I would light a match, drop it in one hole, and peek into the other. Lucky for me, there were no gas mains down there, or kablam! Me and that manhole cover would have gone right through the clouds on a magic carpet ride to heaven. What did I see? No dragons. I can tell you that much. It was lined with bricks and had rusty iron rod steps going down to the bottom. Not big enough for dragons. I could see that right away. I dropped a few more matches and looked down there at the steps, the bricks, the cobwebs, the dust, and the flickering flame in the bottom. No dragons. No kablam! I soon lost interest in that manhole and never looked in it again. What was the point in it? There were no dragons. It wasn't big enough for dragons, even if I could find one, or lure one into the manhole. And what would I use for bait anyway? It wasn't big enough for a fort either. And if it were big enough for a fort, it had one major drawback. It was next to the curb, not out in the middle of the street. What if you went down there and someone parked their car over it? What would you do when Mom called out for dinner? I liked storm drains too. They made nice gurgling sounds when it rained. And you could throw leaves and stuff in the gutter and watch it disappear into the storm drain. Some fun. I liked to look in them too, but I never saw anything interesting, except once, when I saw a rat run out of one, turn around and run back in. Must have taken the wrong exit. That was the closest thing I ever saw to a dragon coming out of the streets, but I don't think rats can make all that smoke. Nah, no way. That's dragon smoke. I'm sure of it. Dragons live under manholes and rats live in storm drains. I hear alligators do too. I guess alligators used to be a craze. I mean live baby ones, not shoes or handbags. And when they got a little too big, moms or dads used to give them the flush right down the toilet and into the sewers. Not a very nice thing to do. But I guess some of them lived. Maybe they make the smoke. Nah, no way. That's dragon smoke. I'm sure of it.